The tables turn in a bustling corporate office in Chicago. Lisa Johnson was a young, ambitious African-American woman with a sharp mind and an unwavering work ethic. Fresh out of college, she landed a job as a junior analyst at a prominent financial firm called Apex Solutions. While excited to prove herself, she quickly noticed that her manager, Richard Collins, was more of a roadblock than a mentor. Richard was an arrogant, middle-aged man who had been with the company for over 20 years. His disdain for Lisa was palpable. He made snide remarks about her qualifications, ignored her ideas in meetings, and assigned her menial tasks that had nothing to do with her role. Lisa suspected that his treatment of her was rooted in something much darker than professional rivalry. Richard subtly patronized other employees of color, too. One day, after Lisa had spent weeks preparing a presentation for a major client, Richard gave her work to another colleague to present without so much as informing her. When she confronted him in private, he smirked and said, "You should be thankful you're even here. People like you usually don't make it this far." Lisa was shocked, but refused to let his words break her. She stayed late every night, worked harder than anyone else, and built strong relationships with her colleagues. But Richard's antagonism only grew. After a minor mistake on a report, something any employee could have made, Richard called her into his office and fired her on the spot. "I need someone who can keep up," he said coldly, "and clearly you're not devastated, but determined." Lisa left Apex Solutions. She spent the next few years working at different companies, earning promotions, and building a reputation as a brilliant and innovative leader. With every setback, she grew stronger, constantly reminding herself that she would one day prove Richard wrong. 5 years later, Lisa was thriving as the vice president of operations at a rival firm, Nexus Innovation. During a major merger, Nexus acquired Apex Solutions, absorbing its employees and leadership into their own structure. Lisa was tasked with overseeing the integration process, including evaluating the performance of Apex's managers. Lisa walked into the familiar Apex Solutions office, now under Nexus's banner, with her head held high. She caught sight of Richard, still in his same position, with the same condescending smirk. When he saw her, his face went pale. "Lisa?" he stammered, trying to compose himself. "What are you doing here?" "I'm your new boss," Lisa said with a calm but firm voice. She extended her hand for a handshake. He was too stunned to reciprocate. Over the next few weeks, Lisa meticulously reviewed Richard's track record. Unsurprisingly, she discovered a pattern of complaints from employees, poor leadership scores, and even evidence of discriminatory practices. Richard, realizing his past was catching up to him, tried to ingratiate himself with Lisa, showering her with compliments and false apologies. But Lisa saw through his facade. One afternoon, she called him into her office. "Richard," she began, "when you fired me, you said I wasn't capable of keeping up. But looking at your performance here, it seems you're the one who can't keep up." Richard's face turned crimson. "Lisa, I was under a lot of pressure back then." "If I said or did anything wrong, you did," Lisa interrupted. "And I won't tolerate it in my company." After a long pause, she slid a severance package across the table. "This is your official notice. You have 2 weeks to transition out." Richard sat frozen for a moment before grabbing the envelope and storming out of the office, muttering under his breath. Lisa watched him go, feeling a mix of triumph and closure. In the months that followed, Lisa transformed the culture at Apex Solutions, fostering diversity, inclusivity, and innovation. She made it her mission to mentor young professionals who reminded her of herself, people with talent and drive, who just needed someone to believe in them. As for Richard, he faded into obscurity, a cautionary tale about what happens when prejudice blinds you to the potential of others. And Lisa? She became a celebrated leader, not just for her professional success, but for her commitment to lifting others as she climbed. The tables had turned, And Lisa had not only risen above the injustice she faced, she had changed the game entirely.